welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing the finally, I'm getting to it, updated video for the Liquitex versus golden acrylics. A while back, like when I first released the video, like a few weeks later, I got an email from Golden, and they were explaining to me why I got the colors so cheap and stuff like that. I guess I should say, if you haven't seen my first Golden versus Liquitex video, go watch it and you'll understand what I'm talking about in this video pretty much. Okay, so he emailed me and was just like, that's why they were so cheap, and Golden's like a higher quality brand, all this kind of stuff, just a lot more technical than what I discussed in my first video. I don't think it needs to be as technical to be on YouTube, because you guys aren't going to understand what I'm talking about if I use all these great, huge, large terms. But then about a month or two later, I got an email from people at Liquitex, and they were just like, you're comparing our basic brand to a heavy body acrylic, and that's not the same right comparison. So they sent me heavy body acrylics. So I can do the actual real comparison, and also they sent me the acrylic book, and I highly recommend this to any artist who is a lover of acrylic or just getting into acrylic. This goes literally through everything. It looks like this. It says it's $5 on the back. I don't know where you get it. I think you could get it on liquitex.com. But it's only $5, and it's, oh my god, like, info that is like so sciencey almost that I wouldn't even like understand it. But this has helped me to understand the like basis of the acrylics and just stuff like that. In this book is they break down the polymers of an acrylic, which I think is crazy because I don't know anything about that. Like the molecular, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Components to an acrylic paint. There's a pigment, a vehicle, and a binder. The pigment is the dry powder. That's what helps determine pretty much the price of an artist acrylic for that reason. The vehicle is the water and acrylic polymer that gives the polymer a solute, like an emulsion with the pigment, and then you add the binder in, which gives it its handling qualities and its durability to dry fast and all that kind of jazz. Okay, this is specific to Liquitex, but on each one of their tubes, they give a transparency / opacity reading on each one. It's either transparent, translucent, or opaque. And this is transparent right here. Actually sent me was the heavy body transparent color, and this is this will be able to show the color underneath. This color that you apply is best suited for glazing and watercolor techniques. So that's that. I was comparing, okay, so the ones that I'm going to be comparing are artist quality, which means a higher pigment saturation, which is reflected in the price. I researched that Liquitex heavy body range from about $4 a tube to about $8 or $9 per two fluid ounce tubes on Dick Blick, which is an art resource place to buy art supplies. I love Dick Blick. Super cheap and like wholesale costs for everyone. And then the Goldens range from about $11 a jar to about $20 a jar. So that's probably having to do with quality. I'm not really sure. I haven't been using acrylics for a while, so body acrylics that I'm showing you again. They have the thick consistency. They have the high pigment loads. They're ideal for impasto, collage and mixed media, and also printmaking, because they are that thick and that buttery consistency that are going to hold those peak strokes, unlike the student body acrylic, which is a lower end technically acrylic for anyone. So that's the difference with that. Alright, I'm going to show you guys samples on a sheet of paper so you guys can see the difference, if there's going to be any difference, so let's get on to that. Alright, so I did 2 paint samples to compare the 2 paints. I did the crimson, which is right here, which is the Liquitex, and down here is called magenta, but it comes out looking like a bright red from golden. By doing this, I learned about, obviously, both colors. The Liquitex comes out to be a little more transparent, as the bottle says. I like the texture a lot better than the golden, actually. I don't know if it's because my golden's old, or I don't know. But the golden seems way thicker, and you're going to have to apply a lot more, but the color is going to be a little more vibrant, and you won't have to do as many coats. And so I did some swirls and stuff in the paint so you guys can see the raised peaks and all that. I do think the golden does a little bit better job at that. The Liquitex, you're still going to have to do a second coat because it is opaque. With that, I thoroughly like the texture of the Liquitex versus the golden, and the golden will be a lot thicker, brighter color, like I said, and you're going to have to use a little bit more. So, alright everybody, I hope that gave you some sort of a little bit of extra information. I know it's not totally new, but it's just the updated information from the paints I received and technically correcting myself from before. If you guys have any other questions about these paints, feel free to email me or comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!